Money's a magnifier. Money's freedom at one level. It's also control at another level. Ultimately, if you really dug through the problems, the money is not the problem. It's just the magnifier of a problem that may have been set off by a founder and control. I think control and communication many times are the big problems. It's really difficult to go from the founding generation, the person that owned the money, made the money, owned it, to the next generation. Because the next generation doesn't have the same dream, and they probably don't have the same drive. And that whole level of disappointment that comes out from the founder, unless they're able to find a way to deal with it, starts to set into a family system some negative stuff, and then the money just takes it from there. The control aspects ruins the next generation's lives. If they haven't included the next generation, they have a really hard time because the legacy is the money, and then that gets into, real control because they see they can change people's lives by controlling the cash spigot. I worked with a family where the father was so controlling that the adult children, he controlled all the cash flows fundamentally. There were lots of sort of quasi-governance and rules that they, in theory, could weigh in on, but they really didn't. And so he controlled even their credit card bills. And that's, when they're in their 40s, that's really tough. It was really a very odd, very insidious way of controlling people's lives for a long time. And that started with this man years ago, and he just magnified it by the money because he was disappointed that the kids weren't going into the family business and couldn't reconcile that at all. You need cooperation, and you need really the cooperation of the founder or the generation that's in the leadership position, because it's not always the founder, that they're willing to let go and have that conversation. You have to work on the patriarch or the senior family member, or they have to trust you enough to bring the next generation in. The family business guys have a sense of legacy once they kind of get over the control, or they're seeing that the control isn't helping the business. That allows them at some point to look at the next generation as their legacy. I always say, give the branches, give the family members some money on their own so they have this sense of independence. Because the worst thing you want is this group of people who are tied together by a common asset and all they do is want to be away from it.